Right in the gutter. Thank you. Alright, 88.
Woo.
This is when shit gets serious.
Oh, this is when a lot of people make games. This is going to be a big one, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, this is a true lightning round in the truest sense here. Alex, give me 15 minutes. I'm ready for this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jaleco.
Let's do it. Basis Loaded 2, the second season.
Yes, he's scratching his chin.
Look
I
at
love
that
it.
animation. Beautiful. Now, I didn't have this game, and thank God I didn't, because you were not going to believe this shit. The first game was pretty much perfect. It had that great behind-the-picture view, it had the traditional overhead view for fielding, and it keeps this view here for this. But once you hit the ball, things go south really quickly. Why did they do that? Why did they tilt the field on the side?
Yeah, Shax mentions that Paste got traded, unfortunately.
Oh, poor Paste. Look at this, they tilted the field! And what's fucked up is the controls are still the same, like right is still first base, it's just all tilted and strange. And unfortunately this is where they start ruining the music in baseball games. Dr. Sparkle on Crontendo mentions this, but that beep 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 sound you hear is actually...
It emulates Japanese baseball fans, yeah? A lot of the noise they have there, the horns and the
yeah,
drums.
particularly the Oandan, which is the cheering section. A lot of tweeting. Which is why there's a lot of tweeting in the Oandan games on DS. It's tradition. Oh, foul because it hit the fence? Eat me. I got more games to play. So also at this time, unfortunately, Jaleco started up a budget line of big challenge games on the FDS.
Okay, what's Big Challenge?
Well...
They challenging to play?
Yes.
That's my joke.
Big Challenge Dogfight Spirit.
This could be okay.
Now, they made something like 5 of these in a 2-year period, so oh my god, that map of the world is beautiful.
That map kicks ass!
That's gorgeous.
Look at the 2 blocks for Japan.
I was about to say that these games have very low budgets and were developed very quickly, but I think you can tell.
I actually really like that map of America. I mean, the world, not just America.
Map of the world made up of like 5 pixels.
That rules. You're gonna hate me, but this doesn't look that terrible.
It isn't. Yeah, the big challenge games were made very quickly and very cheaply, but they were for the players, you know? It was just like, hey, you want a shooter? Well, here's one that's a big challenge for you.
Big challenge?
It wasn't just big challenge dogfight, there was big challenge judo.
Oh.
Now, for whatever reason, Jaleco found itself making a whole bunch of judo games over the years. That wasn't really a niche that anyone else cared about.
Alright, so we got a few folks talking about this in chat. The song you heard in the last game sounded extremely like the song you hear in EDF.
Really?
Yes.
Cool.
Let's see.
That would be Super EDF for the Super Nintendo, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, that was also a helicopter game, wasn't it? Interesting.
Oh, shit.
Maybe I've learned something about Jaleco history today.
I think we all have. And it's that Jaleco is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I hope everybody leaves the stream spending money on Jaleco and Jaleco-related products and brand items.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Buy yourself at least 20 Jaleco Calicos.
Now, Jaleco games may not be all good, but at least there's a lot of them. Here we go, judo. Look at this fight. This is a good-ass fight.
Oh my god!
This is what UFC was like back then. You just grab a dude and just start freaking out. Oh my god, he threw my ass.
Yeah, I like this game.
Yeah, this has some personality to it as well.
Some personality.
I lost big time.
That was a big challenge.
Chou Goku something. Let's see what this is. Wait a minute.
This music is familiar. This is a fortune-telling game.
It is a fortune-telling game. Fuck that.
Here's a fortune. This game sucks.
Whoa.
What?
We got an Avgn Jr. over here.
Avgn Jr. at the ripe age of 34.
Sorry. You made me die.
I didn't mean to kill you.
I died on my own spittle. Alex is killing me softly with his song. Anyway, this is Druid. A game that's actually a little bit about Jewish folklore, because he has a good old golem right next to him there.
Oh, cool.
You're a druid and you control golems, and like a lot of the games Jaleco published so far, this is based on a US Commodore 64 game for the FTS.
Ah, Big Challenge Dogfight and EDF share the same composer. That'd be Tsukasa Tawada. Thank you, Electric Boogaloo. That's super interesting.
Wow. Super EDF has more of a... Oh, that looks bad.
It looks amazingly weird on the stream. It was really cool. It is...
Yeah, what we're seeing here on our screen is a 60 frames per second flicker effect. That doesn't look intentional to me. On the stream, it looks a little bit different.
It looks a little bit better on... It looks a lot better on the stream, yeah.
And anyway, this is an overhead view action RPG, similar to Zelda.
This looks like Gauntlet a little bit.
Only you're a druid. Druid with a massive beard. Thus making it better than Zelda. Thank you.
Alright,
gotta
let's see
move
the
on.
Druid box art.
We gotta move on.
We gotta move on. Oh, that's a mystery of the Druids!
That's a different druid.
I got owned by Krungo. God damn it. Stop owning Alex.
Well done, Krungo.
Thank you. Okay, what's next, Danny?
I forgot.
This gauntlet is
I saw the Mystery of the Druids box art, and instantly everything just left my brain.
We'll figure this out in a minute, folks.
Oh, this is a sequel to that fighting game that was similar to Karate Champ.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 year later, they had to make a sequel. Once again on Famicom Disk System. Yeah, Danny's just dying all over the place here tonight. I played like 30 Jaleco games in the space of 40 minutes. I mean...
Oh shit, someone died!
Oh my god. Killed his master. Oh shit, look at this. Okay, this has more traditional controls. It's not using the Karate Champ style of control. You can actually push A and B to punch and kick.
Okay, I'm being linked to a picture of a druid. Okay. I will never see the box art for Druid for the FDS, and I never want to see it.
There you go, that's what that game looks like. We got so many more! There was also Goal! It's a soccer game! Now, unfortunately, you hit select here, and he doesn't animate. He just does it on his own.
Look, he's doing a little jig. I love it.
Real step back, in my opinion.
I've seen so many game covers with Druids on them.
We're playing World Cup Superstars Holland versus Argentina.
Oh my god, Rip Holland.
And this is an isometric viewpoint soccer game. This is not the first Famicom soccer game, not by a long shot. There was a bunch of them. But Jaleco, they thought, you know what? There isn't one made by us, so let's make that. And that's what happened. This was also released in the States, and I think it was at least a little bit popular, because there was a sequel.
Hey Danny, got some info from chat here for you.
Yeah.
This sucks. This looks like it sucks.
I just did an own goal, that was great. I just passed it right into the net.
This looks real bad.
Well, I'll have you know this game is made by TOSE, so checkmate. You know what else is made by TOSE? This game.
Hoops!
Hoops. We go play hoop.
Oh, look at those guys. Mr. Dog,
Look
Zap,
at these names. Oh my
Barbie,
God.
Legs.
I'm gonna be
Legs
Mr. Dog.
and face should combine with Bomber to make the most dangerous and sensual weapon of all.
Legs and face combines to make most of a human being. And this is a one-on-one basketball game.
Okay, who developed this? This looks like...
This is either TOSE or ICOM. It would be one of those at this time.
Yeah, Hoops is an ICOM game. Thank you,
okay.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, ICOM, NMK, and TOSE were their biggest contractors at this point.
Oh my god, we're at 9 minutes 30 seconds.
Can I do it?
Can we go through all these games?
I don't know. We better keep going.
Alright, so that's hoops.
That's hoops.
You shoot the hoop.
So you heard of this game called Maniac Mansion?
Yes.
A famous LucasArts point-and-click adventure game?
A good game?
Yeah. Now, it was ported to NES, but you may not know about this version. This version came several years before the US release, and in fact is an entirely different game.
They're so cute!
And yeah, they're really cute in this version. I'm gonna pick Razor and Bernard. And this version, the graphics kinda... It's, you know, scaled back a little bit.
Just a... Oh my god.
Just a little bit.
Jaleco, are you okay?
I don't know who developed this one. This may be a TOSE joint.
It feels like a TOSE joint.
And look at this. Look at them.
Wow, 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 wow.
Yeah, these guys are much bigger in the US version. I think the US one was made by Real Time Associates?
I think so too.
That's the Socks the Cat people, isn't it?
You're right, it is!
Alright, let's go to the house, blow up the hamster, and get killed. This version's notable because it has a whole bunch of stuff that was actually censored from the eventual US release. But it's rendered with these graphics, so it doesn't really make a whole lot of a difference.
Whew.
I don't know how to pull. Which of these words is pull? Help.
Annie!
Help, Dave.
Dave, please.
We're almost there. Racket Attack. Guess what? It's another freaking sports game. And yet another one where there's no animation on the character when you hit select.
This game's a fail.
So it sucks.
Absolutely sucks. It's a fail. 0 in fun factor. While it is the first to have a broski in the game. A 0 in fun factor, a 0 in graphics, a 0 in broskis.
I could go for a broski right now.
Same. Broski is one of those guys who only hangs
Broski
out...
versus Gibco.
Okay, this is fake. I can't even make a joke about, like, going down to your bro bar to get a broski.
Now, despite your shit-talking, this looks pretty good.
This does look good.
And it doesn't play too terribly either, even though I just hit it out.
Ah, it's got voice samples, too.
Yeah. That was Jaleco's thing, making sports games with dynamic presentations and often voice samples. That was kind of their claim to fame after Bases Loaded. Guess what? I'm not very good at this game.
No, you're not.
Thanks.
Well, to be fair, if I was playing, I'd be even worse, so...
Well, I can consistently hit the ball out of bounds.
Congrats.
So I feel accomplished.
Alright, 12 minutes, 30 seconds. What we got?
Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm hitting the speed up key. We're going super speed now. This is turbo. This is turbo Famicom Disk System. Hurry up, Jaleco. Come on. Come on.
Present by Jaleco, we get it, huh? Yeah, fine. Yeah, okay, change of disc. Okay, we got it.
I already forgot what the game's name was.
Radical something.
Kid Nicky, Radical Ninja.
Got it.
That's a different game. Yes, I want game. This appears to be a menu simulator.
You're just frustrated because we're nearly out of time.
Yeah, great menus. Anyway, Jaleco also made Robo Warning. Wait, no, they didn't. They just published this here in the States. This is actually a Hudson-published semi-sequel to Bomberman in Japan. Unfortunately, it's not nearly as good as Bomberman.
Levelus threw 25 bits at our face and said, "Let's go for turbo!"
Thank you. I'm going as fast as I can. Now, in Japan, this was called Bomber King. And this is very Bomberman-like in that you blow up a lot of the environment. And your own bombs can kill you. This game's a lot more exploration-based than Bomberman was, though. It's a more cerebral Bomberman.
The thinking man's Bomberman.
Exactly.
It's like they gave Bomberman a gun, and he still has bombs, so...
One of the great things about this game is that it has a ton of power-ups, and there's dark areas where you need to have candles to light them up. You're a robot. Have like a headlamp or something. Not fucking candles. Anyway, I'm getting real nitpicky here, so we're near the end of 1988 with
All right.
Saiyuuki World.
30 seconds for Saiyuuki World.
Oh my god, we better hurry.
I'll let you go extended if you want, but...
Okay,
I'll give you an extra minute.
There's a lot of games in 88. A lot. Now this game is kind of shocking, because it's...
Oh, I know this game!
Yeah, it's Saiyuuki World. You control Son Goku. But this game's a little bit familiar. See if you can tell me what this game resembles. There's a cool dragon here.
Oh, whoa! Whoa, 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 this game's good. Yeah, folks saying this reminds them of Wonder Boy.
Yeah, for whatever reason, this is pretty much a bit-for-bit recreation of Wonder Boy and Monsterland. They did change up a few things, but the overall level structures and boss encounters and really everything is ripped off from Wonder Boy and Monsterland. This boss here has the same pattern as the first Wonder Boy and Monsterland boss.
Yeah, this reminds me of the bosses there, too.
And they did actually make a sequel to this, which wasn't ripped off of another game, and we'll see that in the second half of the stream.
Cool.
But there you go, if you want to play Wonder Boy and Monsterland on the NES, this is your only option. And that's it! We did it!
We did it! Alright!
1988 was by far the busiest year for Jaleco on NES, so the rest of these years should be pretty doable in comparison. We're about to hit the big year, though, 1989. This is where Jaleco released one of their games that everyone knows. This one right here. Astyanax. Or Astyanax.
Or Astyanax.
Astyanax. Yeah, there you go.
I'm sorry.
Alright, give me 15 minutes on the clock.
Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, games!
Let's go.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Now, this one has an intro, so we'll watch a little bit of this. Astyanax, Astyanax, voices come from the darkness.
Oh.
Astyanax, I'm your anime girlfriend.
I live in Canada and I'm awesome.
Yeah, this is one of those games that stars an unassuming high school kid who gets sucked into a weird world where he is the Astyanax.
Also a nasty axe.
A nasty axe, yeah, that too. The name's from Greek mythology, you see.
Nasty Nax is another. Sorry, Chad is on a. Yeah. Chad is very into the sky. Ah, here at Greenview High, huh?
He just happens to be named Astyanax. John, here. Steve, here.
Here.
Okay, thank you. Bill.
Here.
Anyway, there's your intro. This is developed by ICOM, who's a little bit better at developing games than TOSE, let's say. This game's also very similar to a TurboGrafx game called The Legendary Axe. In fact, it's really similar in terms of gameplay. You have an axe, first of all. Second of all, you have a power meter that fills up every time you're not attacking.
Wait, you're a teen? You're Barb.
Yeah, Teen Barb.
Teen Barb! Okay. I'm rebooting Archie. I'm rebooting the Riverdale.
As Teen Barb.
Yes, they're all barbarians. Jughead, Barb. Archie, Barb. Betty, Barb. Veronica, Barb.
Betty, Barb.
Reggie, Skeleton.
Oh, mix it up a little bit.
Moose, a moose.
Ah, naturally. This game's got some pretty big sprites, and you actually control pretty well in this game. I imagine this was pretty impressive back when it was new. And I remember this getting a lot of coverage in Nintendo Power. So I think this is one of Jaleco's more successful games at the time. Also, if you've never seen the cover art for this game, please look at it. It is pretty glorious.
Mr. Lodge is a wizard in my barbarian-themed remake of Archie. He is an evil wizard.
It's gonna be a hit. Right up there with Gritty Flintstones.
Drop of Luxury says your character sprite is what is known as a big beefy supreme. Yeah, it's
yeah, he is beefy.
Look at that skeleton,
Look
though!
at that beef.
Look at that cool unicorn in the background. Nice art.
Yeah, this game's a looker.
Oh, Jesus.
And it also has a ton of mini-bosses and fully fledged real bosses as well, but Alex is most impressed by the musculature here, I'm sure.
Look at that! It's a muscular two-headed xenomorph.
Yeah.
I am absolutely into that. That's good. That's excellent. Excellent quality.
Also, this game's got a lot of full-screen bosses. You
Okay.
know shit gets serious when they blank out the background.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa! 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 That goblin.
Pretty good-looking art here.
That goblin riding that cool, like, weird goblin ostrich. That kicks ass.
Goblin riding another goblin. Goblin vomit.
Just getting in bed with the goblins, making out with them, vomiting with them.
Goblins are great, aren't they?
We love goblins.
Oh god, he charged. I'm gonna die here. But this is a pretty well-known game for a Jaleco game. I know a lot of kids had this back in the day. And you know what? It ain't so bad. Sometimes these weird games that kids had, inexplicably, they weren't too terrible. And this is one of them. Oh dear god. Too much. Too much.
Rip to Nasty Axe.
I do have to say that Legendary Axe is a better game on almost every single portion of it. Do play Legendary Axe. This one's fun. It's not too bad. But Legendary Axe is better. There's also an arcade version that ends with an H.R. Giger level for no reason. Thus continuing Jaleco's weird fascination with Giger stuff. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Boy, it was nice to play a game for 4 whole minutes, wasn't it?
Wow. Time for a big challenge. Go bowling.
Bad news, the Big Challenge series continues. As we mentioned in the first half, these are very low-budget, quickly made games for the FDS, aimed at experts. And bowlers.
Listen, bowlers like games too.
I suppose. There's League Bowling. Why would you make any other games after that, though? Oh no, I think I ejected the disc while it was loading.
No! Danny, no!
I've ruined my Famicom disk system. Oh no. Oh no. These things are so hard to replace. Freaking drive belt.
Ugh. They don't make those anymore.
Yeah, you gotta use a rubber band like a Nimrod.
Ugh, I hate that.
Let's go bowling. Okay, now we change to side B.
Alright, Ides of Merch says the best-selling game of all time is a bowling game. Which bowling game is that? Whoa, whoa, whoa! I don't give a...
Face.
Okay, Ides, I'd like to know, but look at this guy! Hell yes!
Looks kind of like a young Arino from Game Center CS.
Yes! Oh
like
my
when they
God.
show him in the show when he was in high school and he was like a biker kid or something. Alright, so plenty of games about bowling on the Famicom at this point. It was not starving for bowling games. Oh, there you go.
Good job. Just a whole bunch more to go.
And yet here is Jaleco saying, you know what? One more bowling game can't hurt. Right in the gutter. Thank you. Thank you. Takes talent.
Go bowling!
Dude's like, yo, that sucked. Look at that. Look at his form.
Wow, he sucks.
He just said, "Eh, Kuso."
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I did not expect to find a new favorite here, but here it is.
Oh God.
It's called.
Hey,
Go Go Bowling.
Kuso is kind of our.
He literally
kind of our
said,
motto.
"Eh, Kuso." Oh God.
No.
All right. Well, that's bowling. That's Go Bowling. But if that's not enough challenge for you, it's time to be challenged as a gunfighter.
Oh shit. Finally, a gun in a video game. You don't see those very often.
We've been helicopter pilots, bowlers. Now it's time to be a gunman.
Okay.
But first, we gotta load. There's so many more Jaleco games that exist than I knew about. I'm finding out so many things. Oh, what is this shit? Okay, it's a side-scrolling run and gun. apparently Western themed. You shoot dudes, and they drop medicine.
Good, I need medicine.
Some good basics here. They got the fundamentals down.
So are those just like... Sorry, those guys look like boxers who were like chasing after you, but I sincerely doubt that's what they are.
Oh, they... You know what? No, you're right. Look at them. They're boxing.
They're boxing you to death in the Old West, man.
We got Karnov up here throwing boxes at me. Or barrels, rather. Alex, this is a weird game. What the hell?
Gizmo is calling this gun kata. I'm out.
Jaleco, the inventors of the gun kata technique. Yeah, this is a game that exists. Look at that. Okay, you see how these enemies fly away when I shoot them? It's just their profile. They don't pop up. You don't see their legs or anything. It's just their upper half comes out.
So, info from Electric Boogaloo. You know how the Legendary Axe and, well, I'm just gonna call it Nasty Axe, how those two were the same?
Uh-huh.
Same developer, ICOM.
Oh, wow.
So that makes a lot of sense.
Alright, so... Man, what's the deal there? Did they just have some designer who had an idea for a barbarian axe game and couldn't pick a platform for it?
It's like, listen, just, you gotta check out this axe.
Well, there you go. There's gunfighters versus Karnov and boxers for the Famicom disc system. That's pretty weird, Jaleco. You know what else is weird?
What?
Pinball RPG.
Oh yeah, this is the pinball game with the skeleton. Sweet.
Now, this has standard pinball here, but we don't want that. We want RPG mode. Which is, yes, a pinball RPG. Oh no! They beat up the King pinball and the Chancellor pinball.
That's so mean!
Oh, I guess I'm like the Prince or something. Anyway, here we go. Pinball Quest is a vertically scrolling RPG-style game where it's pinball. And in order to advance up the playfield, you have to unlock these exits and then go upward. I guess I want to try again. Now, the thing about this game is that it's actually not good. Not at all. It skates by on... Oh my god, dude.
I love him.
It gets by on the weird premise, and people try it, and they're inevitably disappointed because this game is not good. Still, you can't really say there's another pinball RPG for NES or Famicom. Meanwhile, this guy's giving me his life story. Come on, I just want to play pinball. Oh my god. Uh-oh, I didn't complete my quest. Alright, one more ball.
Okay. We're at 11 minutes, so...
Yeah, no. Okay, I'm giving myself one more shot here. You ready? Let's do this. I missed it! Next game! Hey, you like baseball?
No.
But we have yet another baseball game. Another bases loaded at that. This one was only released in Japan.
I like how sad that guy looked.
Yeah, he's in it.
Seko instead of Seiko.
And look at this bullshit! Like the last game, they didn't fuck it up enough, and then they do this.
Maybe that's why they didn't release it here.
Yeah, that could be. And when you go into the fielder view, it actually shifts the other way compared to Bases Loaded 2. So even if you got used to the viewpoint in that game, you suddenly have to reacquaint yourself with everything. I don't get Jaleco's... what they were thinking when they were, like, messing with a successful formula. What were they thinking?
They were thinking, we're Jaleco, and we're subcontracting this game out to one of our, other teams that we work with.
How do you talk to TOSE when they fuck up something like this? Do you just be like, no, make it again?
Please make it better?
Can we just have a normal fielding view? Does it have to be tilted at a random degree? Anyway, that sucks. Good that wasn't released over here. Hey.
Whoa.
You know what we need?
Sumo?
Sumo.
Hell yes, we got sumo, folks.
Now, this is not the definitive Famicom sumo game. That would be Supari Oozumou from Tecmo. Or wait, is that this game? No, it's different.
Yeah, it's a different one.
But there are multiple sumo games on Famicom.
Alright.
Of course. Here we go.
Kick his ass! Push him down! Push him!
Here we go. I'm gonna push your ass out of the ring.
Push him! Push him!
I'm being pushed. I'm
Push
not doing
him,
enough
Danny,
pushing.
no!
Oh, 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 oh!
You know what? You pushed
Yes!
him!
Yes!
Push!
I did it!
He pushed!
I've never been happier. That's
That was a
sumo
good
game.
sumo, holy shit!
It was!
Whoa!
Here's Tonjan, a pig-based puzzler from NMK,
Okay.
with anime ladies who wish you good luck.
Thanks, ma'am.
Alright, now as you would expect from a title like Tonjan, this is a game about pushing around mahjong pieces so they fall in holes.
Makes sense.
I win!
Congratulations!
You saw what I did there, right?
You pushed.
Yeah. You gotta push the thing in the hole.
More pushing.
We're low on time, and there's something I really want to get to, so let's do this. Jajamaru Ninpou Chou. The next game in the Ninja Jajamaru series. This one's kind of unusual, though. It's an RPG. And check out the way it looks. Here's your master,
Uh-huh.
with a head like an onion.
Oh, I love Onion Man.
Mm-hmm. Now take note of the graphic style in this game. I'm going to show a couple more profile pictures so you get a good idea of what this looks like.
Pretty cute. Pretty simple. Reminds me of oh, look at all the Jajamarus.
Yeah.
Super cute, actually.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Let's get into a fight. Now this is a Dragon Quest style RPG, so there's a lot of fighting, a lot of leveling up, and that is pretty much it. It's a pretty long adventure for what it is.
Aw.
Oh, look at that.
It's a little like
It's a
Dragon
cute
Quest
little-
looking guy, yeah.
Cute little yokai, yeah. So believe it or not, this game was actually planned for release in the States. And we found a prototype called Taro's Quest. Unfortunately, this isn't complete.
Oh, that's so good looking! Look at that aesthetic!
That's a good looking title.
Wow!
This isn't
Wow.
complete. There's only about 80% of a game here. You can't actually finish it. Once you get to a point, like, the progress just stops. But what they show here is that they redid the art style completely, in addition to translating it. And instead of walking to the village automatically at the beginning, you have to do it yourself.
Oh my god, that dog!
And what that means is you can get into a fight before you get into the first village, so you have no chance of winning. I'm gonna try and run here. But you see the difference in art style?
Yeah.
Like, this is oh my god.
Alright, we're hitting 16 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, they went with a semi-serious art style compared to the cartoonish look of the Japanese original. And this represents one of many times that Jaleco tried to bring Jajamaru to the States. This isn't going to be the last prototype of Ninja Taro we see tonight. Man, I was hoping we run into that ghost again, because you need to see how the ghost looks in this version.
I'll give you about 30 more seconds here.
Okay.
I'll give you 17 minutes there, so let's just find that ghost.
Nope, just more attack dogs.
Electric Boogaloo, that dog is at least 16 ounces, maybe more.
Oh yeah, totally.
Ugh, that slime.
Preemptive attack, it's just a slime.
Alright, you got 30 seconds.
Alright,
30
one more
seconds
fight.
to find a ghost.
One more fight. One more fight.
Ghost, ghost!
It's
Dog.
just a goddamn dog.
All the buddies are here to yell at you.
I'm crossing the bridge, I'm out of here.
Let's go.
Screw this quest. Dogs. Hey, at least you can run away really easily in this game. That's not something you can say for a lot of RPGs. There it is, that's what the eye looks like in this version.
Wow.
So you started with this cartoonish, parody-styled ninja RPG, and when they brought it to the States, it was just like, no, this is serious now.
Alright, 17 minutes with that.
Okay, not too bad. We're here. We're in the 90s.
Oh my god, we're running in the 90s.
Mm-hmm. And what better way to kick off the 90s than with another bases loaded game?
Alright, start.
And this is where they do the perfect game gimmick. Like, it's not enough to win the pennant, you have to pitch a perfect game, which
That's
is really
fun.
difficult. I think that was also the premise of Super Bases Loaded on the Super Nintendo. Boy, I'm just running through games tonight. Sorry I'm not getting into anything in too much detail, but there's a lot of these freaking games.
There's a lot of games.
I'll have to scale things back next week. I feel like I should be spending more time on video games.
Next week we're gonna play like 3 games.
Okay, well, they reversed it, but at least it's not like it's some fucked up oblique angle this time. And the music's actually music. It doesn't have those tweets in it. Animation's a little bit better. This looks like an actual Bases Loaded sequel. Did they learn?
They could have.
I think they learned. My god. Amazing.
Yes.
Anyway, this is baseball. If you're not familiar with baseball, feel free to look it up.
Go to your local library.
Guess what? More Jajamaru.
Oh, freaking heck yes.
There's 2 things Jaleco loves. It's baseball and Jajamaru. And this one was never scheduled for release in the States, as far as I know.
Oh yeah, next week we're going up against SGDQ.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess we can stream whatever we want.
Mm-hmm. No one's gonna watch anyway.
That's fair.
Now this one, they decided the last one was a little bit too cartoony, so they decided to make it a little bit more serious.
I was gonna say, this is... Look at those, like, serious Jajamarus up there.
It's a serious-ass story. This is Jajamaru, the After Years.
Man, Dad, you got too much to say. Whoa, okay, hold on. That's what I was
cool.
saying. That's a cool aesthetic right there. Love those purples. So is he holding his chest because he's got a wound, or has he got a stomachache?
It's probably just a stomachache.
Same.
My son, go out and find me some Pepsid AC.
Ginger ale.
Store brand Pepto.
It's the exact same thing as normal Pepto. Don't pay extra.
It's the same ingredients, my son.
Never pay extra for Pepto-Bismol.
The pharmaceuticals, they'll try and screw you. Listen to my words. And yeah, you may have suspected this so far, but this is another RPG-style Jajamaru game. But this one, I think it's actually an action RPG. Let's get this started and see.
Blab asks if he's still riding on a frog in this one.
This may be too serious for frogs.
That's bullshit. Frogs can be serious.
Yeah.
You can make them all look like serious and shit.
Yeah, cover them in blood or something.
Yeah, give him a gun. I feel bad, but I'm imagining Kermit the Frog with a gun. I'm sorry.
Okay, I just did this huge spiel about how this was more serious than the early games, and here he is using a yo-yo to kill enemies. So it's still the same Jajamaru you know and love, just in a Zelda clone now. So he's done a side-scroller, he's done an RPG, now a Zelda-style game. What do you think is next for old Jajamaru?
This music.
Composer? Yeah, he's a gifted composer.
You're right. The composer is amazing, and I love them. No, I guess next for Ninja Jajamaru would be baseball. Ninja
Ooh,
Baseball, you
good
know?
thinking, good thinking.
Jaleco likes baseball.
Well, wait until 1991 and you'll find out.
Alright.
Now, Maniac Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
We played this already, right?
Yeah, why are we going back to this?
Well, look at this version. You remember the intro on the other version?
Oh.
Oh, that was a tree. Oh, it was a mansion.
Oh, there's a hole.
Yeah, a little bit more detailed, this version. This was the one that was actually released in the States. And the one that Nintendo famously censored in many, many ways. I think we eventually found a prototype that's pre-censorship, though.
Yeah, there's a prototype with the censors, with stuff uncensored.
Oh, good.
Yeah, this is a Real-Time Associates version.
Yeah, before they found fame with Socks the Cat, they were making Maniac Mansion. There you go, that's what these characters look like. Look at this. They're huge. There's music. It's an American-developed game that's much better than the Japanese version.
There's like only there's very few of those.
Yeah. And it controls better, looks better, has almost all the content. You can still microwave the hamster.
They did remove the titty, though.
Oh, yeah.
No titty, sorry.
You can figure out what the words are because they're not in Japanese.
Damn.
Look, I'm sure if you know Japanese, you could figure it out. I'm gonna enter the mansion. I did it.
You got into the Maniac Mansion. I love his walk.
Alright, microwave. Let's find that hamster.
Damn.
I probably can't do that in 5 minutes. Oh crap!
Well,
Nurse
you're
Edna.
fine.
She's got some suggestive dialogue in the earlier versions of this game, but here she's very chaste. Very devoted to her husband.
Oh, good, good.
As it should be. Moving on.
Danny!
So they were also contracting other American developers at this time. And this game was made by Sculptured Software over in beautiful Salt Lake City, Utah.
Let's do it, Mech!
Yep. And in this game you control a giant mech and a tiny little dude who's inside that mech. It's kind of an interesting game. This isn't great, but it does let you control a big-ass mech on city streets. And it's got nice little details, like you can step on fire hydrants and shit.
Oh my god, look at that. It's the mech from RoboCop.
It pretty much is, yeah. It's basically the Ed 209. Only you're rampaging on the streets of Detroit? It's probably Detroit.
It's NYSD, so
Oh yeah, okay.
New York, New Year, sup, Detroit.
New Year, Cyber Detroit.
Cyber with an S, we're like Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad here.
You can also pop out of your mech somehow. Yeah, eject. And you can go on foot.
Go to the organ bank.
And what's cool about being on foot is that your little guy is a parkour master, so he can just go climbing on everything.
Oh, you're a baby!
And there's no fall damage or anything, which is nice. So kind of a multifaceted design here. You got the mech, and you also got to get out. But you're not helpless when you're out, not like Blaster Master. You can actually climb around on shit.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot saying that New York and San Diego amalgamated. And now I'm just thinking of of New York City and San Diego. Two opposite sides of the country.
That's amazing.
North and South that they combined into one city. Let's just make all of America at New York, San Diego. Screw it, I'm tired.
And splat. No, he's fine. This is a cool game. It's really difficult. It becomes pretty much unplayable later on in the game. But the concept's cool. And it's nice that Jaleco went with another American developer for something unique.
Multiple folks comparing this as Titanfall.
Oh yeah, it pretty much is, yeah. Titanfall ripped this off. So check this out. This is a neat little game, not often discussed nowadays, but it's a thing that happened on the NES. We have to acknowledge it. Moving on. We're actually making good time this time.
You are. More Juudou!
More Juudou!
Whoa! Look at that logo!
That's a cool logo.
That logo kicks ass!
Do you know Juudou?
No.
Neither do I. I hear it's the art of defense.
I like defense.
Alright, we flew from Japan to Canada, the home of Juudou, so we can better learn. Got a chance meter. Oh, this one's got depth. It's a belt-scrolling Juudou game. Come on. Just let me toss you to the ground. That's what we do in Juudou. This isn't going very well, is it?
I think you got your ass kicked at Juudou.
I kinda did. Yeah, Jaleco made multiple Juudou games for the Famicom, believe it or not. They were all about those niches, you know, especially sports.
They loved sports.
You know what I love? The 90s.
Yes, this is what I've been waiting for.
This is another fairly well-known Jaleco game, and another ICOM game, so it's actually pretty decent.
This game whips ass.
We were discussing this before the stream, but this was originally released in Japan as Magic John, and it was substantially different.
Very, total, like, overhaul for the localization. In fact...
Yeah, this got a awesome 90s translation. All the characters look different, all the dialogue's different. And this guy talks like this. I think he's totally decent. I'd fuck him.
Danny.
Totally rad. This is maybe one of Jaleco's more memorable games in the 90s, because first of all, the cover and the title, and then you get to the game, and this dude's just always talking in surferisms.
I love him.
Mm-hmm.
Very identifiable.
It's all in the legs, my young friend.
Yes, totally rad. I'm going to call all these folks queer allies, because I love Jake.
Totally.
I love Jake.
Jake is the original queer ally.
He is.
Hey, look at him. He's a lanky little guy, and he does like 50 flips in midair, like the guys in Contra. You can shoot things, and you can also charge up. And yeah, look at this. Some nice parallax. Decent-looking character art. Maybe one of Jaleco's better games, I would say.
I love those backgrounds.
Yeah, this game's actually really playable.
Mm-hmm.
You also have all these power-ups you can use if you get points or something. You can speed up, you can restore your life, other things like that. I played through this game long time ago, and I remember having a lot of fun with it. So do check it out if the intro interests you.
It's a super interesting game.
Oh, did you link to the RAD project?
Yes, I did, yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, there's a site that documents all the differences between this and the original Japanese one. And there are a lot of them.
Lucy asked if this is going to be a Terminator game at one point.
That would be Journey to Silius. That's a different platformer. That was originally supposed to be a Terminator game. This one was just... I don't know what Magic John was. I think it was just a kid who likes magic. Or he was a toilet or something.
I don't... He wasn't a toilet in the original, Danny.
Oh, are you sure?
I'm pretty...
Well, he's a Magic John.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't, like...
It's one of those ones with a built-in bidet.
Oh, those are not... No, Danny. I don't think he's a toilet.
Oh, dang.
Maybe he's a toilet kid, though.
There's a game we gotta play.
Oh, God, we do.
Yeah, this game's okay. There's quite a few of these games on the NES, these side-scrolling games. You know, you probably played a few. The Marios, the Sonics.
I think I've heard of that game. Is that the one with the Bandicoot?
Yeah, Sonic the Bandicoot. Sonic's ass game. One more game to cover, and oh my god, it is a doozy. It is Whomp Em. Now in Japan, this is called Saiyuuki World 2. It's the sequel to that Wonder Boy and Monsterland ripoff. This game still stars Son Goku in Japan, but here in America they changed him to be a Native American for some reason. But they didn't change anything else in the game, so it's this guy just fighting a bunch of Oni and yokai and stuff. Kind of a strange mix. I mean, I guess it is kind of interesting to consider the similarities between Japanese mythology and Native American mythology, but they didn't do anything with it. They
certainly did not!
They just put a character in a very clearly Japanese world. You'll see in a second. Right now I'm fighting blobs, but soon enough there's freaking Onis and stuff.
Alright, speed run your way to some Japanese stuff, because we've got 1 minute left.
Okay, I gotta find Japanese stuff.
Okay.
That mountain looks pretty Japanese.
What are the yokais?
There's one.
Okay, eyeballs are yokais, agreed. Okay. I got 2 yokais in my face right now, it's cool.
Now, despite the premise, this game actually plays pretty well. It controls great. You take a lot of hits before dying. It's pretty generous. And a lot of it is vertically scrolling, particularly downward, which is not something you see a lot in platformers.
And yeah, Journey to the West is Chinese legend, but this game does feature Japanese yokai.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a mixture of a whole bunch of different mythologies. They added a whole new one for the US. Yeah, Chinese mythology with yokai from Japan. Ooh, a secret cliff. No, let's go to the woods.
And yeah, there are multiple cultural interpretations of Journey to the West from like different countries. So
There you
China
go.
has a different Oh, there's a yokai.
There's your yokai right there.
So those are yokai,
I
yeah.
found it just in time. Oh wait, I was out of time.
Oh, you are out of time. 9:30, 15, almost 15 minutes, 30 seconds.
Now you've all heard the Native American legends about the bamboo forest.
Oh, of course,
That bear looks cool at least.
Ah, yes, classic myths and legends in America.
This game's a mishmash in a whole bunch of ways, but it plays well, and I actually recommend it. It's one of the better Jaleco games I've played. And pretty darn good for TOSE, I gotta say that much. Let's move on.